Hello and welcome to the Season 2 Week 2 BOP tier list video. This week's data was captured Friday morning CST using the iRacing Reports Discord, link below. Starting off with the Touring Car Challenge, this week it goes to Sebring International Raceway, which is also the location of the bi-weekly Michelin Pilot Challenge race this weekend for the TCRs and GT4s. And for the TCR Fixed series, as you may notice this week, the chart that's compiled from the iRacing Reports Discord spit out intervals down to the half second instead of the normal 2 seconds. So with that noted, all TCRs are looking decent, although I do have to mention participation is on the low side here, making these results a bit more variable. Regardless, I have the Veloster A+, Elantra A, and the RS3 and Civic B+. For the Open Series, everyone is still a 1 second window from each other. However, the Veloster and to a lesser extent the Elantra fare a bit better at the top end. Thus I have the Veloster A+, Elantra A, RS3 and Civic falling back a touch to a plain B. Alright, moving on to the GT4 series, which goes to Sebring as previously hinted at. And for the Fixed series, we see here the medians all falling within that 1 second window to the top car this week, the Mercedes going S tier. Interestingly, if you were to remove the Merc though, the medians are near even for the rest of the field. So I have the McLaren A+, Porsche and Aston A, and the BMW A-. And for the Open Series, I readjusted a bit as the field spreads as the Merc holds the overall lead still and stays S tier. McLaren holds an A+, the Porsche falls to a B+, with the BMW and Aston getting Bs. Okay, now let's take a look at the GT3 Challenge Fixed, which is at IMOLA this week. Note the McLaren and Ford are unranked due to too few data points so far this week. Okay, as I said earlier in the video, the charts this week are showing at half-second intervals, thus the box plots are a bit more elongated looking to the eye. Regardless, all cars are indeed within that 1 second window in medium pace to the Mercedes, which is this week's top car going S tier. That's followed by the Audi and Lamborghini in A, the BMW A-, Porsche B, and Ferrari B-. And just a quick note, if you enjoy consuming various iRacing content on YouTube and just can't get enough, be sure to hammer the like and sub buttons if you haven't already, and do consider hitting the join or dropping a tip via the super thanks buttons below. Your extra support will certainly help my endeavor to continue making these types of videos for you. Okay, now let's see how the BOPs pan out in the GT3s in that 40-minute open setup VRS Sprint race. Again, the McLaren and Ford go virtually unused and will not be ranked this week. Regardless, with open setup adjustments, the field gets surprisingly closer, with the rest all under half a second from each other. Merc stays at the top going S-, but it's going to be joined by the Lamborghini as it's incredibly close. A+ to the Porsche and BMW, and an A to the Audi and Ferrari. And before we leave the slide here, I just want to point out and reiterate why I like looking at this data over just relying off the fastest posted lap time of the high IR rated folks. Case in point here being the Porsche, which leads the field in the fastest individual lap time in the 142s. That's that bottom plot of the whisker. However, the Mercedes and Lamborghini are both faster if measured using the median value, which truly dampens the impact of aliens a bit to see where these cars lie performance-wise in the hands of normal iRacers. Okay, next up is the GT3s in the multi-class open setup IMSA Hagerty series, which goes to Sebring. And do note the BOP has been adjusted this week for the 12 Hours of Sebring special event happening this weekend. Also, it's important to note that the special event BOP was introduced Tuesday and updated again Wednesday morning, so the data isn't pristine, but should favor the final Wednesday update at this point in time as I pulled the data. Overall, the special event BOP seems to be doing its job, which is great for the event, but terrible for this tier list, as all the medians are not only within a second of the top car this week, but within a half second. But at the top here, based on the median average race pace values, and not those of us named Max Verstappen, is the Mercedes, which I will rank an S-. Next is the Ferrari at an A+, with the Lamborghini A, the BMW, Audi, and Porsche all almost exactly a half second back, going to go A-. Alright, last but not least is the European Sprint Series, which goes to Suzuka. However, unfortunately, participation is way too low this week to actually do a ranking. But here's the data for those that still might be interested. And there you have it, folks. I know I changed it up a little bit this week to go, I didn't have as much time to do editing. I tried to cram it all in a little bit shorter time. But if you did like this method or not, please let me know in the comments down below. But in the meantime, please go check out one of my other most recent videos up in the right hand corner. And check out my links below in the description if you wish to offer further support, as well as links to my other socials, such as Twitter. And until next time, safe driving.